I love walking through homes that open up so well. Here in the kitchen, breakfast nook in the back, living room with a backyard patio outside. And then when walking into owners' bedrooms, I love seeing bay windows. Bay windows, I think, open up the space so well. A lot of great parts of this floor plan. Check this one out. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here, realtor in Austin, Texas. Back with another model home walkthrough. Today we're going through the 3435 plan with PerryHomes. Perry likes to keep their floor plan simple. The name of the plan is also the square footage of the plan. And this is a 4-bedroom. It's a 3.5 bathroom. It is a 1-story. And where they build this plan, usually it has a 3-car garage, which we can't see because it's a model home, but we can see how well this opens up with a dining room on the left side and huge kitchen bar top area with also another additional breakfast nook. And you'll see a media room back there. There are different parts of the back of the home that we will check out. But first, I want to cover what's at the front. So you see the front door on the right side, and then we have a study here on the right side. But I want to show the ceiling height. So different ceiling heights because it does that they do have a tray ceiling in many parts of the home, but we'll get into that a little bit later. First, covering the study, we do have French doors when we first walk in. I like this study at the front of the home, and I love the tall ceilings in here. And this being a model home, they did do beams across the ceiling, and you'll find Perry has a very premium touch. And I find when going to the design studio for Perry, they tend to offer more options than some of the high production builders. So I'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But first, I want to focus on the floor plan. When we do first walk in, so study was on the right side. We have actually 2 bedrooms on the left side. And then this would be one of those bedrooms. They have it staged as a study because actually the builder agent's using one of these offices, and then the other builder agent is in the other bedroom. But just imagine this usually as a bedroom, I would say, with maybe one of these as a study if you have 2 people working from home, because you already have a study, which I do actually run into quite a bit with the amount of tech that's moving here to Austin. But here is a good look at the Jack and Jill full bathroom. So and I shouldn't say Jack and Jill, it's Jack and Jill traditionally would have a sink, then the bathtub, then another sink. This just kind of has both sinks put together. So basically a full bathroom with 2 sinks in between these 2 bedrooms. And again, usually I would say one of these would be a bedroom, unless you really value 3 studies in your home, which would be quite a bit. And then when we first walk in on the right side, we have a powder bathroom. And while we're walking through this model home, I will say the majority of PerryHomes models, I've walked a lot of them. A lot of them are 1-story plans, but what's funny is through the pandemic, it shifted where I think there's a lot more 2-story plan demand, just because people feel a little bit more congested in their space. And 1-story, it's difficult to have sprawling square footage on a 1-story because you usually need a much bigger lot. So to get that open feeling, usually you need a 2-story. Now I'll say 2 things to that. Number 1, this 1-story plan is a great floor plan that does feel open. And I think you do need to go higher in square footage on a 1-story to get that feeling where, this is over 3,400 square feet. And you can kind of see that, like in this dining room, it's massive. I mean, that 6-seater table it almost looks small in this space. I think you could easily do an 8-seater table. And then again, I love the tray ceiling. I think Perry does such a good job on their 1-story plans to make it feel open. But what's interesting is the second thing I'll say to that is I have a lot of walkthroughs on 2-story plans. So for a lot of clients that hire me as a realtor, I have those walkthroughs. It's usually homes that are under construction, but towards the end of finishing. And I have a lot of those model home walkthroughs. But first, enjoy this 1-story plan, and it really shows what I think Perry is capable of doing with some of the upgrades. Like my buyer that just went under contract, went to the design studio, they put that fan in the living room, and just some of the touches that you see here. It's always good working with a premium builder. You tend to get more options. For this kitchen, I love how massive it is in that bar top area. I think you can, do a lot of hosting here. You can just enjoy the space, maybe have friends over, maybe if you just have a big family. A lot of pluses that come with this one-story plan. And I like how much it opens up into this main living area with the backyard patio, which, with those doors open or just some windows open, I think that really extends the space. We will head out to that backyard patio, but first, I just want to show you what's kind of behind this kitchen. First off, that would be the door to access your garage. And then this is not a copier room, it's a laundry room. It's just they're using it for their office space, but this is where your laundry would be. And as we come back out to the main living area, we'll see we're actually going to go to the media room next, which is straight ahead through those double doors. And I think that's one of the parts that's missing on a one-story. I always find people say, but I want that game room or I want that media room. And I think this is why this plan is so well done. And then we do also have this breakfast nook area, which they have staged with a 6-seater table, but being that you already have a dining room area, I think that space could be used otherwise. Or maybe if you wanted 2 dining room areas, you could leave it as they have it in the model home here. But I think this is one of the focal points of this home. Not many one-story plans have this large of a game room / media room. And you could easily turn this into a media room, but you already have a living room that probably is going to have a TV in it. I think this is that great game room space that so many people value. Again, after going through a pandemic, if there's a lot of people in the house or kids in the house, you kind of want a place that they can go and play and be loud and kind of close the doors. You can still get work done in the study. You can still cook, and everybody has their own space. And I find, again, a lot of one-story plans, that's usually what's missing. Really like to see that in this plan. Okay, we're going to head outside, and one thing I want to point out is a lot of PerryHomes that I've seen usually have an option to put a sliding glass door there, which I think is a great touch. Usually one of the more expensive structural options. However, I think it's well worth it. It's great for resale, extends the space, and especially when you're first walking in, if you can see out to this backyard patio, I think it's not just great for resale, it's also great for livability and the aesthetics of your place. I love how this model home is, kind of perched up on an elevation, so you get a view out the back. And this is actually in Rancho Sienna, which is a community in the Leander, West Georgetown, South Liberty Hill area of Northwest Austin, Texas. And so I think this is one of the best corridors of Austin along this Ronald Reagan Boulevard corridor. A lot of growth, a lot of great new build communities here. And I think Perry does a great job in many neighborhoods here. I think they're in about maybe 6 to 7 neighborhoods across Northwest Austin and other parts of Austin, but they tend to do really well here. Also love this fire pit with the chairs around it. Really good dream builder. If you can imagine kind of having a backyard like this that has that patio up there, maybe do some grilling, play some cornhole down here, some soccer, throw the football. I mean, this is a great backyard space. And I've been hearing from a lot of people who watch these videos, please spend more time in the backyard space. I will do that. Even though this is a model home, there are some backyards where you can get this type of elevation in various parts in Texas, especially in Austin, where we do have some rolling hills along the west and northwest part of Austin. And while we're heading up to this backyard patio, I will say they usually have an extended covered patio option that extends the space. And this is actually that extended covered patio. So it wouldn't go all the way out on that right side there. You see it goes all the way out to the edge. It would be pulled back usually, I think, a few feet. I don't know the exact dimensions, but I think it will vary for each community too. So I never want to be super precise with those numbers because it doesn't just vary along for each community. It also can change over time. So if you're seeing this in the future, always want to double check dimensions. Now we're going to head over to the owner's bedroom, which I did show right away because I thought it was one of the focal points of this home. I love the tall ceilings. That tray ceiling really opens up the space and you can do a really fun light fixture like you see here. And then that bay window option is fantastic. I think it's a must in a lot of cases. There are a lot of structural options where I don't think you're going to get your money back on at resale, but I think for one of the focal points of the home, you're going to be spending every day here. If you have a view like that, especially, that bay window option is fantastic. Now, currently the base price of the home does have 4 windows on that back wall, but the bay window option just adds a little bit more of a curve, which allows for a little bit more natural light. Moving on to the owner's bathroom. I think for this owner's bathroom, the focal point, the tub does get jut out. Let me know what you think about that. I find it's a little bit polarizing. Some people love it for the aesthetic. Some people don't like how the tub takes up a little bit more room. Would love to know what you think. And of course, on the left side here, we have that closet, and we do have a big transom windows. I love big transom windows in the owner's bathroom. Again, this is a space that you'll be using every day, hopefully every day, using your owner's shower. And that frosted window, I think natural light in the morning is very important. And to go into a space like your owner's shower and you have that huge frosted window bringing in natural light, again, a really good plus. And I love the tile all the way up to the ceiling. Again, I love going to PerryHomes Design Center. I think they really deliver. If you're going to buy a new home and build from scratch, you want to have a lot of options. Perry is a great builder. I have some other suggestions for other builders, but Perry is definitely up there for one of the builders that I recommend. And then they do have 2 owner's closets. So one that we saw previously, and then this one. And before we head out to the last bedroom in this floor plan, one last look at this owner's bathroom. And I don't think I highlighted, again, this ceiling height. I love how Perry does this tray ceiling everywhere. I think it's a big factor. It's very underrated, simply because I've walked thousands of homes with people. Every single time there's tall ceilings or a lot of tray ceilings. So many buyers, I ask them, how much square footage do you think this is? And when they say 4,000, and I tell them over 3,500, they don't believe it. But what's happening is the tall ceilings elongate the space. When you have a backyard patio where everything feels open, everything just feels larger. And that's important. It's not just like a marketing trick. It's important for your space. If you're going to live in your home, when it feels larger and everything is elongated, it just feels much more livable. And I've heard it time and time again. Walking through this home feels larger than it actually is. This is going to be the last bedroom. I love that light fixture. I think they're just kind of showcasing that. I don't know if you put that in a spare bedroom, but I just had one of my buyers put that as one of the focal points in their rotunda for their 2-story stairwell with PerryHomes. I think that's a fantastic touch. And then here is a look at the in-suite bathroom. So again, it was 3.5 bathrooms. We had that other bathroom in between the 2 bedrooms, a powder bath. Of course, the owner's suite had a bathroom. And then this would be that last bathroom. So if you do have somebody staying with you, a guest or maybe parents who you don't want going up and down the steps, I think this is a great option. And on a 1-story, sometimes the concern is the lack of privacy because all the bedrooms are together. I like that this bedroom is in the back right of the house. It's very private. It does not share a wall with the game room. There is a closet on the left side that kind of separates that space, so you're not right next to the game room or sharing a wall. And these are the types of things that builders that not only have a premium build, but have experience building quite a bit in Texas, they really know what they're doing, and these are well thought out plans. So if you like PerryHomes, click on the card at the top of this video that will take you to a playlist of all the PerryHome walkthroughs that I have. And if you are interested in real estate in the Austin area, feel free to reach out to me. And as always, hope this helps. Take care, everyone.